Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English with Podcasts. I'm Adam.
And I'm Sarah. 8 episodes in,
8.
which means if you've been with us from episode 1, you now have 7 complete phrasal verb families in your head.
Step, turn, get, send, work.
That's already a serious toolkit.
It really is. And today, we're adding one more, the carry family.
5 phrasal verbs today, fewer than last episode, but honestly, every single one of them is worth knowing.
They're the kind of expressions you hear and think, oh, that's what that means.
Exactly. That little click of recognition. I love that feeling.
Same. It's like a small win every time.
And those small wins add up. That's honestly how language learning works.
100%. Before we start, one other thing before starting. If English is not your first language, you can always turn on YouTube subtitles to get a real-time translation while you listen.
Yes, it's there for you. Use it. It makes a real difference.
All right, so today's anecdotes are from everyday life, family life, the kind of situations everyone recognizes.
I'll go first. So I have a younger sister. She's brilliant, funny, a little chaotic.
Sounds like a fun person to have around.
She really is. So last year, she decided she wanted to organize a surprise birthday party for our mom.
That's a lovely idea.
It was a lovely idea, in theory.
Uh-oh.
So she started planning, like really planning, booking a venue, inviting 30 people, ordering food, decorations, a cake, all of it.
Okay, that's a serious operation.
It was, and she was so excited, sending updates in the family group chat every day.
I know those group chats.
Everyone does. So 2 days before the party, she calls me, and I can hear immediately that something is wrong.
What happened?
The venue had double booked. Just called her the day before to say, sorry, we made a mistake, we can't have you.
No.
Yes, and on top of that, the catering company said there was a delay, and half the guests hadn't confirmed yet.
That is a lot of problems landing at the same time.
A lot. And I genuinely thought, okay, she's going to cancel. This is too much.
That would have been understandable.
Completely understandable. But she didn't. She carried on. She just kept going. Found a new venue in 48 hours, a restaurant that had a private room available, sorted the food with a different supplier, called every single guest personally.
Personally? All 30?
All 30. One by one.
That is dedication.
And the party happened. It was warm and beautiful and full of people who love our mom. And she had absolutely no idea.
And your sister carried it off.
Completely, flawlessly, against all odds. And I think that's the moment I was the most proud of her. Not because the party was perfect, but because she didn't stop when it got hard.
That's the thing with carry on and carry off. They're not about things going smoothly. They're about what you do when they don't.
Exactly. You carry on, and eventually you carry it off.
That's actually a really good way to remember both of them.
I thought so. Okay, your turn.
All right. So mine is about something I promised my kids last summer.
Oh, this is going to be good.
So I have 2 kids, 8 and 11. And for months, they have been asking me to build a treehouse in the garden.
A tree house?
Yes. And I said yes, which felt very confident and exciting in May.
And in June?
In June, I started watching YouTube videos and realized I had absolutely no idea what I was doing.
Every DIY project starts exactly like that.
Every single one. So I made a rough plan, bought some wood, and we started building in July.
As a family.
As a family. Me, my 2 kids, and a level of chaos I cannot fully describe.
I can imagine.
And then it rained for 2 weeks, so we had to carry over the whole project to August.
Delays, even in home projects.
Especially in home projects. And when we finally got back to it, I had to carry out every single step properly, no shortcuts. Measuring twice, cutting once, fixing everything securely.
Because children are going to be climbing on it.
Right, that changes everything. You cannot cut corners when safety is involved.
Absolutely.
And there were moments, honestly, where I wanted to stop, where I thought, this is too complicated. Maybe we just get a trampoline.
The trampoline option, every parent's backup plan.
Exactly. But the kids were so invested. They kept coming to check on the progress, asking questions, handing me tools.
They were your motivation.
They were my motivation. So I carried through. We finished it in September, 2 months later than planned, but we finished.
And did they love it?
They lived in it for 2 weeks, took their books up there, their snacks. They slept out there one night with a torch and a sleeping bag.
That is the most perfect thing I've ever heard.
And honestly, looking back at that whole story, every phrasal verb from today is in there.
Carry on, carry off, carry over, carry out, carry through.
All 5 in one treehouse.
That's why we do this. Real life, real language, real situations.
Okay, one quick mention before the lesson.
Yes, for our French-speaking listeners, if you want the complete ebook covering all 30 phrasal verbs families in this series, the link is in the article below this video. Send us an email, mention you saw this episode, and we'll send it to you personally.
We reply to every message, every single one. All right, let's do this.
Let's go.
First one, to carry on. This one means to continue, to keep going. Whatever is happening around you, you don't stop. You push forward.
It sounds simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful things you can do in work, in life, in a conversation in English.
Exactly. For example, anyone can carry on a conversation if they practice enough. They keep talking. They don't freeze. They find the next word and they continue.
That example is so relevant for you right now, actually. If you're listening to this podcast in English, you're already carrying on. You are already doing it.
That's a really good point.
Another example in a professional context. Despite the technical problems, the presenter carried on and finished her talk. She didn't stop. She didn't apologize and sit down. She adapted. She carried on.
The particle on here, think of it as forward motion, like a journey that keeps moving in one direction. You're on the road, you stay on it. So, carry on means continue, keep going, don't stop.
Number 2, to carry off. This one means to succeed in something difficult, to pull it off, to manage something that could easily have gone wrong and make it work anyway.
Like Sarah's sister, everything was collapsing around her. The venue, the catering, the guest list, and she still carried it off.
She did. And I think what makes carry off special is that it implies difficulty. It's not just succeeding at something easy. It's succeeding when the odds are against you.
That's a great distinction.
For example, someone managed to carry off the unexpected surprise party flawlessly. Flawlessly means perfectly, without a single mistake visible to the outside world, even if behind the scenes it was chaos.
Another example. He carried off the presentation even though he'd only had an hour to prepare. 1 hour, high stakes, and he pulled it off.
The particle off here, think of walking away from a challenge with the prize in your hands. You faced something hard, you came through it, and now it's behind you. Off, done, won. So, carry off equals succeed in something difficult, pull it off against the odds.
Number 3, to carry out. This one means to execute something, to accomplish a task, to take what exists as a plan and actually do it.
This is one of the most common phrasal verbs in professional English. You carry out instructions, you carry out a plan, you carry out your responsibilities.
For example, everybody must carry out their duties carefully. Duties means responsibilities, the things you are expected to do. And carefully means with attention and precision. No cutting corners.
Cutting corners means taking shortcuts and skipping important steps. You do not want to cut corners when you carry out something important.
Another example. The team carried out a full review of the project before the launch. They didn't rush it. They executed every step, thoroughly, properly.
The particle out here, think of taking something from the inside and bringing it into reality. A plan lives on paper. When you carry it out, it lives in the world. So, carry out equals execute, accomplish, bring plan into action.
Number 4, to carry over. This one means to transfer something from one period to another. Something doesn't get finished or used now, so it moves forward to the next week, the next month, the next year.
You hear this a lot at work: budgets, holiday days, agenda items that didn't get covered in a meeting.
For example, we'll carry over unused vacation days to next year. The days don't disappear. They don't get lost. They transfer. They move over to the next period.
Another example: the discussion wasn't finished, so we carried it over to the next meeting. We didn't drop it. We didn't forget it. We moved it forward. It will happen, just later.
Like the treehouse in July. The rain came. We couldn't finish, so we carried the project over to August.
Exactly. The particle over here, think of a bridge connecting two moments in time. Something crosses from one side to the other, from this period to the next. Nothing is lost. It just moves over. So, carry over equals transfer to the next period. Postpone without losing.
Last one. And this one is my personal favorite from today. To carry through. This one means to complete something despite difficulty, to see it all the way to the end, no matter what gets in the way.
It's the most determined of all the carry phrasal verbs. Carry on is about continuing. Carry through is about finishing.
That's a really useful distinction. Carry on, you keep moving. Carry through, you reach the destination.
For example, everyone needs determination to carry through a challenging project. Determination means the decision to keep going no matter what. You don't quit when it gets hard. You carry through.
And from real life, she carried through her plan to open her own business despite all the setbacks. Setbacks means problems or obstacles that push you back or slow you down. But she didn't let them stop her. She carried through.
The particle through here, think of the complete journey from the very beginning to the very end. Not just starting, not just getting halfway, all the way through. Like a tunnel that you enter on one side and you don't stop until you come out the other side. So, carry through equals complete something difficult from start to finish. See it all the way through to the end.
And for those of you who are still here right now, that is carry through in action. You started this episode, you're still listening, you're carrying through.
We see you and we appreciate it more than you know. Go and do the quiz. The link is in the description below. And if you want to put these phrasal verbs to work immediately, the quiz is waiting for you in the article.
And remember, you don't need to memorize everything right now. Listen again tomorrow on your commute, while you're cooking dinner. Your brain learns with repetition, not with pressure.
Never with pressure.